using the great goodwill of the mummy, the great characters that Steve Sommers set up, all of the good things, but to take it in a whole other direction. It's just great.
If I was to look at some specific things that I think really meant a lot to the audience, I would first go to the characters.
We should have a new location, we should have new characters, we need to have a new mummy, if you will.
Well, Jet Li plays the Emperor, who is our cursed mummy in this movie. He takes the shape of many, many different types of creatures. Every time our heroes think that they've got this guy figured out, some new problem rears its ugly head.
Mummy, you know, I love it. The first one, the part two, my part. It's not big part, but it's an important part. So it's a fun character to play.
Brendan Fraser is back as Rick O'Connell. He's one of the few actors that can do action and light comedy together.
Bite on this!
I think Brendan Fraser has such humanity, and he's so funny, but you really buy him as this action hero as well.
I'm bringing Maria Bello into it to play Evie.
Do you remember the time when the mummy had me tied down?
I remember seeing the first Mummy movie and thinking that I'd never seen anything like it. And they just sort of get better and better.
Brought back John Hannah, who's one of the funniest men on screen.
He's in full form. I'm just cracking up thinking about it.
Oh, is that your dagger sticking into me, or are you just pleased to see me?
I want to welcome the great Michelle Yeoh.
She is just such a wonderful actress and such a charming presence on screen. She is the very embodiment of grace and royalty.
It seemed perfect. It sort of ties in fact and fiction. It ties in a lot of the things with the history, and it was a perfect premise for this movie.
Lynn, who's played by Isabella Leong, is a very exciting new addition to the Mummy family. Being in China gives us this great access to all of these terrific local actors, Isabella being one of them. And she's a wonderful discovery, a very, very beautiful woman and a terrific actress, and also very physically interesting and well-matched, because obviously it's a very dynamic role and a role that requires a tremendous ability with action and martial arts.
I was very, very, very thrilled when I heard that it was going to be her, because I think in Asia, she is possibly one of my favorite young actresses that's appeared on the horizon these last 2 years. So I was, you know, I want someone who's beautiful to be playing my daughter so I can claim her to be my own. And she handled it so beautifully. It was so touching to see that.
I mean, it was a very, very difficult proposition for us casting the role of Alex, because Alex has to have so many things going on. You know, he has to be young and exciting, he has to be physically credible, but at the same time, he has to have a feeling of innocence and a feeling of vulnerability.
Found this kid, Luke Ford, in Australia. He's a really fine young actor, and he has a charm.
I did the test, and then about 2 weeks later, I get a call telling me they want to fly me to America. I was like, what? And then off I went to LA, did my final test, and then 2 weeks later, I got the job. And I was like, oh my God, you know, it freaked me out.
He's a good blend of the mother and the father. He has aspects of Rick, including stubbornness. He has 1 foot in boyhood and 1 foot in manhood. Basically, it's like starting all over again. You have new villains, new heroes, new love interests.
This is a very different experience from the first 2 pictures.
It's a combination of imagery, this element of China, and a very fine cast.
We really love these characters so much. And the fact that we're getting to see them live once again is more than I could ask for.